The Amazon Prime Video detective series has remained faithful to its source material when it comes to its portrayal of the titular character, Jack Reacher, though Alan Ritchson's character makes fun of Paulie's size by asking him about HGH in Reacher Season 3's Episode 1, leaving one wondering what he is trying to imply. Reacher is a man of a few words in the series, despite speaking a bit too much and defying the Reacher said nothing trope. The Alan Ritchson persona only sometimes delivers a few fierce one-liners, much like Reacher in the novels. At other times, his allies respect him, and his opponents are frightened by his sheer presence. But when he encounters someone nearly a foot taller than him for the first time in Reacher Season 3, the character prepares himself with jokes about villain size. He does not hesitate to ask Paulie, the antagonist he first meets in Reacher Season 3, if he is searching for HGH. In the opening episode of Season 3, Reacher meets Paulie when he first gets at Zachary Beck's house. Reacher is surprised by Paulie's enormous size because he doesn't often see folks who are taller and wider than him. But when Paulie begins looking for weapons, he approaches him rather than being intimidated by his presence. He asks Paulie whether he anticipates finding a hypodermic needle and HGH. With the remark, Reacher accuses Paulie of using steroids because bodybuilders frequently utilize synthetic human growth hormone, HGH, as a performance-enhancing substance to gain muscle. He openly criticizes him for using steroids, suggesting that his enormous stature is only the product of pharmaceutical improvements rather than innate power. At another scene where Paulie dares him to bench more weight than him at the gym, Reacher even emphasizes this point even further. Reacher deftly reveals Paulie's lack of intelligence and strength by forcing him to punch himself rather than accept the challenge. These amusing exchanges between Reacher and Paulie demonstrate that, despite the fact that, for once, Reacher is up against a more formidable opponent, his witty jabs and sharp wit are sufficient to level the playing field. Neegly jokes that she last saw someone that large at MT Rushmore when Reacher informs her that Paulie is even larger than him. This is not the first time that Reacher's size has been disparaged. Reacher has endured several taunts based on his height throughout his life, as Neegly's one-liner demonstrates. Therefore, based on his own experience, he most likely has a lot of other clever retorts ready to counter Paulie's assertions that he is bigger and stronger than him. Even if these comebacks might not be sufficient for him to defeat Paulie in a one-on-one battle, he could use his psychological tricks to enter the Reacher Season 3 villain's head and undermine his self-confidence. The protagonist of the original Jack Reacher novels is usually not expected to speak much. However, it appears that Olivier Richter's character is a real threat in Reacher Season 3 because he must rely more on his words and cunning to prove his dominance over Paulie. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.